couple of things we will learn in depth in group policy. So basically, if I go to there in GPO, so first of all, how will you know how to open the GPO console? Who can tell me how to open the GPO console? Note.
Go to administration.
Administration.
Administration tools and group policy.
Perfect. Good. Tools, group policy. You can open it from there, and also you can go and run gpmc.ms. So today we will learn couple of things that you know already. The last week practical that you know the group policy where it can apply. So every machine have their local group policy. You got my point? How will you know? If you go to their gpedit.ms, that is a local policy that only apply on this particular machines, but that cannot be applied across the enterprise level or domain level. For domain level, we have to go group policy management console. Got it? Now, group policy can be applied on domain, that is on bt.com, can be applied on site, that is the site, and finally, inside the domain, if we create an OU, that is the highest privilege of group policy. Got my point? So, any policy you apply from domain, which is inheriting, that means the policy will be inheriting new OU, then this, then this, then this. Now, once it coming on OU level, it is the highest privilege. Got it? So now, every domain, whenever the domain was built, there is a by default one GPO was there. By default one GPO was there. That is called default domain policy. So in default domain policy, what are the settings are there? I mean, how do you know what the content GPO there? What are the settings? You first select the GPO, then select the settings. The generating report, that is are totally based on XML report. The GUI you are getting, it's a XML report. Got it? So in this report, you came to know which policy is this. How will you know which kind of policy? Is this computer configuration or this user configuration? Just scroll down it. You will never see any kind of user configuration. User configuration is blank. So interviewer may ask you the question, domain default domain policy, is this user policy or computer policy? Then what is the answer? Then what is the answer? Domain policy, is this user policy or computer policy?
Computer policy.
Exactly, it's a computer policy. Why? How will you know? Because in the setting options, whenever you create any GPO, it was blank until and unless you edit and import the settings. So here in GPO, you have settings options, you have to go and there is the option hide all. So once you click on show all, what are the settings are there, that all will be available. Now you see only computer configuration. After that there is a many policies inside this, and there is no user configuration. So that is a computer policy. Now, is this policy default? Whenever your domain controller is promoted, that policy was created by Microsoft. That was directly applying where? Not domain. So all the AD object will be applied on all the, not only all the AD object, only computer object in this BT domain. This has to apply this particular domain policy. Got my point? Now the domain policy, what is actually like in your domain password history 24 password remember. That means your password was expired in the domain, you get notified that my password was expired and you have reset the password. Same password you cannot use in the next expiry because it was 24 password remembered options there. This is all about the security purpose. You got my point? This is all about the security purpose. Now next is password age. That means how long password will work. The default is saying 42 days. You can make it 60 days. You can make it 90 days as per your choice. Minimum password age is 1 day. Okay. Maximum password age is 42 days. Minimum password length is what? 7 character. That means if you want to enter the password only 3 digit 1 2 3 or ABC, will you able to do it? Will you able to do it? Let's do it.
Siddharth, one question.
Yeah.
Can I will change the maximum days for password age?
Exactly. But this is, remember, this is the default domain policy. You cannot, because organization cannot go beyond the Microsoft policy.
Okay.
Because default domain policy is the compliance. Always remember. Yes, definitely you can change. There is no doubtly. But
Okay.
you cannot change this default domain policy because every organization should have to comply these settings.
Okay.
Now I am telling you, as per your question, you want to set 7 to 8. So in that case, what you need to do, you have to edit these settings. How will you go? Just select this option, edit. Now in this edit options, you have to follow the same path. First, where you have to hit computer configuration, perfect. Then policies, then Windows settings, then security settings, and after that account policy and password policy. You will see account policy.
Okay, I will see an account policy and password policy.
Yes. Now here you want to set 7 character to 8 character, you can.
Okay.
This is actually you are customizing your domain policy.
Okay.
Got my
Sure.
point?
Yeah, I agree. Noted.
So this rage clear and certificate enrollment I have created. Don't confuse. This is not the default policy. Only these policies work. This is I work due to some training purpose. Certificate auto enrollment and RG clear. This is I was created. But in general, only have a domain. Only one policy is applied. When you promote a domain controller, that this default policy will only apply. Got my point? Now I want to show you a couple of things in GPO. How will you know the GPO is running? Any GPO you click, you will see the status, it's enabled. If it is showing disabled, then it is not working, or user configuration setting disabled, or computer configuration setting disabled. So by default it's enabled. So let's create one GPO. Okay, before that I want to create one OU. Okay, so let's create one OU. The OU name is org. Now in this org, I want that whoever the users in my organization can have one policy that their desktop must use a company wallpaper. Got my point? The organization, that all the users located in this particular org, they must have this policy applied. I cannot create, group policy cannot apply on group. Group policy apply only OU. This is keep it in mind. Group policy apply on OU, site, domain. Not my point. So any policy I want to create, I have to link this GPO on a specific OU. So what I am going to create? I am going to create one of the group policy that the group policy is what? Group policy is the company, the wallpaper of the company wallpaper. Whenever any users log in, that desktop will have that company wallpaper. Clear? And this particular wallpaper you can apply in a organization users, or you can apply on domain wise. So if you apply on domain wise, then DC, ADC, web server, every server they have this particular policy. Now if you apply on this particular OU basis, now inside that OU, if this computer policy will be applied on computer, if this user policy will be applied on user. So let's say I am going to create one user policy, but before that I need one shared drive where that I can upload this wallpaper. So let's download one wallpaper. So I just open this wallpaper. And I just copy this to my systems. So by default, let's see the VMware tool is installed or not, because if the VMware tool is not installed, it won't allow me to copy. So what I need to do, I will install the VMware tools.
What is the use of this VMware tool, Siddharth?
Yeah, the VMware tool is basically as you are working here in testing environment is VMware. So until and unless you install this VMware tool, your computer won't work. It's just like motherboard CD. It's just like motherboard CD. That means you have purchased one new laptop, because now Windows 10 is very advanced operating system, but earlier it was, you have to install the driver, right, in order to get WLAN, network, graphics card in Windows 7. So this VMware tool just like the hardware for virtual machines. Got my point?
Yeah.
After you install this, then the DC having enabled that, he can copy the file from my base machines, or else it won't allow. GUI not support. After that,
So from here we get this tool when we do practical. Means it is automatically installed in your machine, or
just click on this now. Right now it's showing cancel VMware tool installation, but prior to it should not install VMware tool. After click on it, there is a pop-up coming, then directly go to the My Computer and install it from there. Got it?
okay.
Now after installing this VMware have feature that he can copy files from my base desktop to this particular VM. Even share folder can also be enabled. Okay, now let's see. I'm just now able to copy the file from there and I can paste into my DC machines. But still it is not allow me, then I have options. Just a minute. Copy this to my D drive. Settings, options, shared. Now it is enabled. Okay, click on always enabled, map these options, add, and you have to choose the drive, that is D. Okay, do one thing, you can select the D drive, that's it. Now you can access the D drive from here and choose your wallpaper as it is. Okay, so this is my company wallpaper and I want that any user logging the systems should have this particular wallpaper in their systems. So let's do some words here. So this is my wallpaper. Okay, so I'm just save it, and I want that wallpaper, any user logging their any systems, he should have this wallpaper policy will be applied that particular users. But before that you have to paste this wallpaper either any domain, let's say go pt.com. There is a shared folder, netlogon and sysball. This is I'll tell you, this is basically what for delivering the file script over this across the domain and also replication. Okay, so any of the files you can paste this.
From where Siddharth you open this folder?
Sorry?
From which command you open this?
I just open this from run and / my domain name, that's it.
Okay.
Because sometimes if the replication going on in the background, it won't allow me to do this. So in that case, you have to create a separate shared folders, because it's not allow me to do that. Okay, so in that case what I need to do, in C drive I create one folders, let's say wallpaper, and I will just share that folder. Select that folders, click on properties, sharing, share, click on everyone, add, everyone, read, write, share. Done. If you click on it, now you can see that sharing options, this options available in this particular DC01 wallpaper. This is my shared locations. So I copy this and I paste this wallpaper inside it. Got my point? Now what I need to do, I will create one GPO that the the users belongs to that particular OU having this wallpaper, must having this wallpaper. So in group policy management, ready? And now there I am going to create GPO in this domain and link it here. Either you can create this there, or you can create GPO in container and then later on you have to link this as your choice. So this is my wallpaper. Now select this. Okay. Now as I told, you want that all my users should have used, when they log in, this wallpaper will come. Got it? So in that case, what you need to do, as they are saying, it's a user policy. So click on policy, Windows settings, administrative templates, desktop. Now there is options, desktop wallpaper. Click on this, click on enable, and now you have to paste your wallpaper name. And not only this name, you have to mention the file as well. Keep it in mind. If you paste only wallpaper, then the policy won't work. So you have to mention this name as well as the extension. That means .jpg. Clear? Now once you have done it, you can watch it from here, the settings. If you go to settings, now see, show all, there is a wallpaper policy of created, and this is the things. Perfect, that you have done. Now open dsa.ms, that means Active Directory, and what was the OU? That was org users. Now inside this org users, I am going to create certain users. Let's say my first user is Noor. Second user is Azam. Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, Noor Azam, and I am going to create another user which is not inside that particular OU. I'll show you. So let's create here, then I will later on move. The username is Anand. What happened? Now I move Anand to different OU. If I go to, then we have to move Anand to, let's say, user OU. Only Azam and Noor are there. Now in order to access the systems, I am giving you domain admin rights, or else there is a problem in the something else. So I will give them domain admin. Got it. Now I have done this policy as I telling you that after done anything, any kind of changes in group policy, run administrator command prompt or PowerShell and run the command gp update /force. Got it? Perfect. Clear? Got it. Now what I need to do, I will log in this web server as Anand. First I am logging with Anand. Did you make any changes? Any changes in the background? Nothing. Because the policy is not applying to Anand. If you go, how will you know that policy applying or not? There is options called run rsop rsop.msc. They will ask you in the interview, how will you know that the policy is applying? You have to tell them that RSOP, resultant set of policy, you have to check. Please click on OK. After that, you have to select user configuration or computer configuration. As you are logging in a user, this option is showing. So go to the properties. Only RG clear is. So no other policies applying. Got it? Now do one thing. What I need to do, I'll just log off and I'll log in with Azam. Let's see what happens. If the policy is not applied, then I will have to do the troubleshoot. Did you see that? Did you see that? Background? My name is top of it, so it is not coming. Okay, so if I let's see the resolution. No, it is also almost up. Okay, so this policy is applying. Now, how will you know which policy? Same factor, RSOP. RSOP.MSC. Same things, you have to check any computer policies applying. Yeah, default domain policy, certificate of domain, fine. And another one is, go to the properties. Yes, wallpaper policies applying. Got my point? Same thing I need to log in for Noor as well. See, whenever the company, let's say the company head office on UK and they have a branch across the US, Africa, Canada, China, wherever. So whenever the AD team, wherever they are, they don't, no one is there. Whenever the AD team apply the policy across the domain, this also the user wherever their office, it will be applied to their desktops. Clear? Now what I am doing, I am moving this node from this particular OU. So in this particular Azam is there, policy applying to both if I move Noor from this particular policy, for particular OU, then what happens? Select, I am moving from O. After that, nothing you need to do. You have to go and run from the client machine gp update /force. Just log off and then log in again. One more thing, some policy, if anything changed, then it cannot be revert same time. So that should be keep in mind. Let's see what happened. Yes. Now see that again policy was gone. Wallpaper is not gone, as I have moved from this particular OU. So I have applied this policy on OU. The intention of this practical is I have applied this policy on OU. Now whoever the user part of this OU, they have, you know, will be the part of this particular this. Okay, so just a minute, give me 5 minutes, I have a call from office. Let's see. Okay, so I am back. So the intention of this practical to show you that where the policy can be applied. Is that clear?
Okay.
Where that policy can be applied. So I have shown you that policy. Okay, now what I need to do, I will move this policy to my domain. Now I move this policy to my domain. So in that case, I am just removing from there. So if you delete the policy from there, that doesn't mean the policy is deleted. The policy will be the same in the group policy content, but the link was done. Now if you go select on wallpaper, you will see the details. It is enabled, but if you see the scope, there is no scope. Now same thing, if I click on domain and link existing GPO, select the wallpaper, click OK. Now the same policy, if you select, now you will see that it was linked on domain. So why I am telling you all these settings, guys? Because whenever you will handle this kind of GPO, because you never know how much important is this, is actually automating your entire domain. Any kind of policy, customers whenever tell you okay, I need that because last day I have a office requirement. That's, see, whenever I'm telling you, that means you are running any command like GPMC, whatever. So this is all are showing in the cache. Client's requirement is that whenever he log off and log on, this should be blank. This should be blank. That nothing will be shown there. Now tell me, how will you do that? I have done it, and that was the policy I have cleared. That is a RG clear. That policy I was created, and that policy was that it is actually pointing one script. And what are the script? Script is there. So go to this property. Okay, now where the script is located, if I go to the run /pt.com, and there is a, go to the net logon, yeah, that was the script share on domain that I told you now, that you can use this share path, but if replication is going on, then it will allow you. Rest of the time you can use it. So just see that what I have did. I have run one command, rake delete HT current users. There is a request. So whenever this command user will log on, that the cache was clear. Whenever user is log off, the cache was clear. I am showing you. Now see, you see the couple of things are there, right? bt.com, gpmc.msc. Now if I go to log off, the cache will be clear. Now if I click on it, sign off, you will see that this cache was totally blank. This kind of requirement will have to handle over the group policy. So you have to know the end-to-end settings of it. If you know GPO very well, then it is in your control.
So that, can you repeat this once again?
My God. See, the client requirement was whatever he is executing in the...
No, I understand the requirement. How you do that? I want to show you. Please show that. How you do that?
See, that is why I am telling you that there is a command in the run. If you go to the shared, that means bt.com. I have created one share on netlogon folder, and that was a command. I keep that command in the shared drive. Got my point? And I have created the GPO. The GPO was log on log off script. I have attached the domain that whenever any users log in log off, the policy will be applied. Whenever you run this command, no, it will be delete that file from cache. That I was did. Now how I apply this policy? If you go to the gpmc.msc, okay, gpmc.msc, range clear. I have applying on domain, so it is applicable to every users it will work. So if you click on it and settings, just click on all. That I have created, I have identified the script on logon script and log off script. Whenever user logged in, cache will be clear. Whenever user log off, cache will be clear. That means cache will be clear. How come? Because whenever you click on this run clear.bat file, it will clear the registry file from the systems. So that cache is clear. Now how I automate this? I automate this through GPO. The people, actually the client requirement, that's due to some testing purpose, we have run couple of command from run. Later on operator team will do some testings, might be some problem for us. So I need, whenever the users logged in log off, all the cache will be clear. How to do that, you guys know. Then we plan this, me and another guy planned this. I testing it, my enter the things. Now after that I send them the script to over mail. Now this mail he have worked. Clear?
Yeah.
Fine. So this is how GPO works. Now I am telling you the wallpaper policy I applying to where? In domain. Now see, it is all automatically I have logged in with my account ADCS. Now see, it is applying to me as well. So I show you the policy can be applied on domain, policy can be applied on OU. Got my point? Okay, perfect. Now, any doubt as of now, please ask me question. Any doubt as of now, please ask me question.
I don't know.
Noor, any doubt?
No, it's all good.
Perfect. Now next is what we need to learn. The thing is called enforcement. Group policy enforcement. So what do you mean by the enforcement? Enforcement means any policy that you have created and applying on a domain wise, or let's say under this org OU you have created one child OU, that is UK ORG. Under this UK, oh my god, sorry, I have created GPO. UK ORG. Now under this UK ORG you have another subchild OU. LK org. Got my point? So now I am telling you what will be the basic thing. If I apply the policy on org, it will be inheriting to their subchild. Got my point? If you apply anything on org, so it will be inheriting in this subchilds. Let's see. I show you the wallpaper which I delete from the domain, and I apply this to on my org. Got my point? Link existing GPU wallpaper. Perfect. Now I will do one thing. I will 3 user I have created, as you know. So let me open that part. One OU Azam also there. Another OU I will move. Node. And LQRG I will move to Anand. Perfect. Now if I click on org, you will see Ajam was there, where I have actually applied the policy. Now this particular OU I have not done any policy, but it can inherit their subordinate. And after LORG I have not done any policy, but there is a one user there. So let's see, as I have let's open the group policy. I have already applied the wallpaper policy on org OU. Now it will be inheriting on UKOR and LKOR. So let's run the command gp update force. Okay. This has done. Let's see. I am logging this ADCS with Azam, and it is applicable on Azam. That I know. So let's log in with Azam. Yes, it is applying on Azam. Now I am going to log off and log in with Noor. But Noor is not in the same OU where Azam is there, because Azam OU policy is applying and it is inheriting from top to button. So Noor is on mediated OU. Let's see policy is applying or not. Yes, it is applying. How? If I go to this RSOP, yes, wallpaper is applying. That means wallpaper policy is applying. Got it? So, as I told, that it is inheriting to their child OU. In same ways, if I log into my Anand, the same thing will be applied. Yes, it is also applying. Same thing you can check here. rsop.msc. That means what I want to show you, that any tree folder OU trees are there, and any specific policies apply on a specific OU, all their child OU will get this policy automatically inherit. So it is called GPO inheritance. It is called GPO inheritance. So if you go to the properties, you will see that it's applying. So intention of this practical to show you, if you have a tree structure of a OU, that one OU, then sub OU, then sub OU, then sub OU, and if the policy applies on root OU, that it will be inheriting on their child OU. It's called the group policy inheritance. Is that clear till now? Why I am asking you, this is very, very important. I want that you all should understand the logic of it, because that will help you to infrastructure automate across the domain and forest. You cannot write a script or you apply this to your entire forest without GPO. So GPO basically do the automation, and it will play the bulk of the forest wide and domain wide, and also provide the repetition and bulk count. You got my point? So each and individual component, you have to learn it well. So that intention I am telling you. So please tell me where you have any pain or doubts. Please let me know. I'll start you from the scratch. Don't worry. Don't be hesitate. Anand, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Azam?
Yes, Siddharth.
Noor?
Yes, Siddharth.
Perfect. Now tell me, if I want that this wallpaper policy will not applicable for this particular OU users, that means I know that my organization or OU have a policy, and this policy is inheriting to the child OU, but I want this will be applied on this OU, but this OU will have to skip. That means wallpaper policy will not apply this particular OU. Do you know what is the terms we use here? Technical terms. Do you know? Who can try? What exactly the technical terms will say that this particular users, this particular OU, the policy will not apply. Then what is the exact technical term we use? It's called block inheritance. Normally it's inheriting the policy on the child OU. Now once I do the block, that means this particular wallpaper will not apply for this OU. That doesn't mean this wallpaper policy will skip that particular OU. Let's see. So I am doing the block inheritance here. Just click on this block inheritance, means this wallpaper policy will skip this OU and then jump to this OU. Let's see whether it's work or not, or the policy will not work in the child OU if a middle OU is blocked. Let's see. So in that case, as I done the settings, so you need to run it on GP update /force. Perfect. Now I log in with Noor because Noor is on mediator OU, I guess. Log off. Let's see policy will be applied or not. No, policy is not applying. Why? Let's see RSOP. RSOP.MSC. Okay. So in that case, what are these properties? See, there is no policies applying. Now policies are applying. We have many policies in there, but this particular OU actually inheriting. But I need, just understand the scenario, that I need only block this wallpaper policy, but not domain policy or reg clear policy. So in that case, what I need to do, I will run enforced. If you select any GPU and do this enforce command, however you have run this block inheritance, it will not work. So enforce GPU, once you click on it, one lock sign will come. That means forcefully it will be applied. If you have block inheritance, no matter, it will work. But yes, I will do, but before that I will check that it is same as applying for Anand as well or not. Let's see, I will log off. And then log in. It is not applying. That means in the mediator OU you are blocking, then sub OU also not working. So let's see GP RSOP. Why? because of this. So interviewer, what kind of question will come? Let's say you have a 3 OU org, UK org and LK org. Now in UK org you have run this, you have done the block inheritance, so LK org will get any policy? I can tell you that time, but I show you just because of the hands-on. So guys, you can remember, no, if you in the middle of OU, if you block the policy, the same policy will not inheritance here. Clear? Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
That means whenever any OU is, you select the block inheritance, that all the policy, domain policy or any kind of policy will be blocked this particular OU. But I told I want to block wallpaper, not my certificate enrollment domain policy. In that case, what you need to do? Just select these options, click on enforced. Now enforce means it will be apply wherever you block, and it is be strict on dedications. It is be strict on application. Enforcement means you are forcing it to apply for all this OU, whether you have block inheritance or something else, no matter. So default domain policy I am also enforced, and RG clear I also enforced. Now let's see. Same things after as I told. So what I need to do? You have to do this gp update /force. Okay. Now let's see. Again I logged in as node. Let's see what, because I enforce because node OU was block inheritance, and I have enforced 3 policy on domain level. Let's see that 3 policy is applying on node OU or not. So I'll just log off and then logged in. So if I go to RSOP, see, as I told, RG clear is the user policy is applying, and let's see the computer policy. If I click on this property, see these 2 are applying. So you understand the intention was this practical to know you what is enforcement. Enforcement means any GPO, if you enforce that it will be overwrite all these OU, whether this OU was blocked in inheritance or not, the policy will be applied. And also, if the same policy is, let's say I have one wallpaper policy was there, but the same wallpaper policy is blocked here, but it will be overwrite, and the same policy will be applicable for this particular user as well. Even I am showing you. So enforcement can work this particular OU as well. Let's see, I have logged in with as Anand as well. Okay. So let's see. Articular is applying. Got it? Fine. So now tell me if you have any doubts. Tell me if you have any doubts.
Okay, sir, as of now, no.
Sorry?
No.
So Noor and Anand in the same page.
Yes, Siddharth.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now I am telling you. So same policy, if I wallpaper policy, if I enforce it, so this is also apply on this particular OU as well. So there is no meaning of using blocking helpings. So same things now if I log in here. Oh, sorry, I was forget to run the command. It's applying, and let's see the same machine on Anand. It's applying. Okay, just a minute, I have a call. Okay. Okay. So it is applying. So child value. So the intention of this practical to show you that how enforcement is work. Clear? Okay. Now any policy. Hello, is that my voice is clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So any policy, I'm telling you, any policy, whenever you say this is the default options, that whenever the policy is created and if you select this policy security filtering, you are saying that authenticated user. That means you can assume that this policy applicable for entire domain users, because here its authenticated user was there in the security filter. But organization, they have a specific policy, and that policy only applicable, let's say, certain specific groups. That means if you are part of any groups, then only these policies apply for you. Let's say wallpaper policy. Now in wallpaper policy, okay, I am do one things. Okay, fine, no problem. Wallpaper policy apply to for whom? Authenticated users. So instead of authenticated users, if I add any group there, security groups there, that means those who are the part of this AD groups, only they have this particular wallpaper policy will work. Clear? Perfect. So in that case, let's see. So I am do one thing. I am blocking it and I am moving it. Fine. Now let's create one AD groups. Under this org, I am creating this groups. So those who are part of this group, they people only can have this wallpaper policy will be applied. Clear? Now in this particular policy, whom I am taking only Noor and Anand. Azam I am not taking. Clear? Perfect. After that, what I need to do, I will go to the policy, and instead of this one, I am just first I am adding wallpaper. Okay, let's start with one. Wallpaper group will come. Click on OK, and I am removing authenticated users. That means this policy only applicable for this particular group only. This is not applicable for entire domain user. That means those who are part of this wallpaper group, the policies apply only to them. So it's called the security filtering. So this also can come as an interview question. What do you mean by GPO security filtering? So in that case, if you told in this security filtering options, if I add any users or specific groups, so policy only apply to only to apply to that particular users or group. But in general, it is not recommended to add users, because let's say the user was leave or quit the organization. So instead of adding single user, better to use a group. Clear? Now who is the who is the part of these groups? The part of this group is member is Anand and Noor. So Azam is not the part of this. So I have run this command. Okay. Now let's see if I log off as Azam. Let's see if the Azam will get it or not. No, Azam is not getting. The policy is applying on Azam OU. It is also inheriting, but why Azam not getting? Just because of Azam is not the part of this security group. Got it? Now let's see if I log in this machine with Anand or no. Let's see what happens. See. So the intention of this practical to show you or learn you what is security filtering, how it works. So couple of small things today I performed in this practical sessions. So each and every information is very vital in order to obtain these component wise discussions or learning this GPU. So I tell everyone, just watch it carefully, do it practical and hands-on, and each and every individual is very minorly monitor this, because these are the mainly theory part in group policy. Later on, follow small practicals. See, if I show you 100 practicals in GPU, that cannot be common in your day-to-day life. So GPU problem, it's not the problem, it's kind of requirement. So you first listen the requirement from your client, what he is expecting. Sometimes client tell you that I need one setting that whenever users log in, they need one application, software in their desktops. How will you do it? That is you know. So there is an option software restrictions policy or software distribution policy. So through these options, I will show you next week. Through these options, you can install the software on client machine or you can deploy the software on client machines. So any requirement will come, you have to achieve it through Google, through GPU. Okay. So GPU basically works on computer management and user management. Now wherever the requirement will fulfill, you have to consult by your own, or you have to provide the services accordingly. Got my point? Here I can show you next 7 to 8 practicals which through GPU we can perform on a day-to-day basis. But it's not possible to show you all the practicals. You have to logic in yourself and you have to apply accordingly. Got my point? This is just like a day-to-day activity. That means in a karate training center, the trainer will give you 5 to 6 techniques, but he cannot save you from whenever you have attacks. By 6 techniques, you have to save yourself. So these things, the concept is just like that. I will show you the techniques, how will you do that, but concept you have to apply by your end, but you take help from Google. Every settings is available in Google. Trust me, every settings, if you search on it Google, all will be there. Clear? Perfect. Hello?
Yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah.
any doubt, please tell me.
Okay, done. I will practical, then I will next class in questioning.
Yes, because this is the main core theory part of this group policy. Because next is, I will show you component wise practicals, one after
Yes.
one after one. But these were the entire theory part of the GPU, mechanism, how GPU works. The main things in the interview, they will ask you question on what do you mean by enforcement, what do you mean by group policy inheritance, what do you mean by domain policy, how the policy is inheriting, what do you mean by security filtering. Okay, so this will ask you question on scenario basis. In security filtering, what they can ask? They ask you that I have a policy and I want to apply the policy on specific users. Then what to do? See, in specific users, you can apply if the policy will be applied on specific OU. But here he is not mentioning any specific OU. He is saying the specific users. So in that case, you can create one group and apply this group into security filtering, and whatever the specific user, add them into the group. That's fine. Your requirement fulfilled. Clear? But remember, policy cannot be applied on group. You are add this group, you can add this group in the security filtering, but policy can be applied on OU, domain, site and locally. So don't be confused that part. What my point? Clear? Azam, any
Yes,
questions?
yes.
Any question?
No, Siddharth, still not, but we can on next class.
Okay, perfect. So guys, I'll quit my session. I'll share that video.
Okay,
Just
sure.
watch it and then let me know.
Okay, sure.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.